Hey everybody, hope y'all are having a great day. This is going to be a little different today as unfortunately my external hard drive with all my new animations and voiceovers crashed. So I took it on the chin and re-recorded and reanimated everything for y'all. Life's gonna throw curveballs at you and you gotta just know how to react when that time comes. This is what we doing right here, we reacting and we gonna drop a video anyways. So this video is just going to be me explaining some things and really just giving you guys some insight into a few things that can improve your life. Next for real animation will be dropping this week, but I wanted to give you guys something because I know it's taking longer than expected. So I figured I'd just drop a video that could help motivate y'all while I'm working on this next animation. So on to the topic of discussion today, which will be habits that make you richer. Now I know what y'all are probably thinking, what in the heck makes you think you can speak on this topic? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background of who I am. I am in my 20s and I do make a good amount of money, more money than the average person my age. I make over 6 figures and some change, so I guess you could say I got a little bit of motion to speak on the topic, you feel me? But I'll just give you guys some gems that have personally helped me move up in life, and you guys can just tell me what you think. Now, before I get into the 5 habits that make you richer, I want to first clarify what rich is. I'm not 100% meaning richer in finances. I will get into that, but being richer, I mean rich in life, and that means in all realms of life, not just your finances. But don't get it mistaken, finances and building your wealth is extremely important, and that is the building blocks to really having a good life. Why? Well, what I tell people is it's not about the money, it's more about the freedom, right? So money gives you freedom, which leads you to having a more fulfilling life. So it's not just exactly about the money, it's about the freedom to do whatever you want to do. So we'll go ahead and start with habit number 5. So habit number 5 is socializing, because having good social skills gets you in the door with a lot of things. Women, business, jobs. And it's funny, I really am those type of people who just hate small talk, but it's just something you just gotta learn. But socializing with the right people is what makes a difference if y'all gonna have small talk and talk about not really much, or I guess you could just say big talk, right? So this next habit is even more important, which is habit number 4. Surround yourself with ambitious people, because only broke people want to talk about nothing all day and be okay with it. If you want to avoid small talk, talk with people who don't like to talk about small things, which usually are people who are more ambitious. If you want to be richer, you got to understand time is a factor, and all the pointless conversations you have with your boys ain't doing nothing for you or gonna really get you anywhere. And I'm not saying don't have fun conversations with the homies, because that definitely does add to your life, but honestly, some people just got nothing to do, man, and they're gonna drag you along with them. So just make sure you limit how much you have conversations with people who just really want to talk about nothing all day. Focus on the people who are going to want to include you in their projects and want to move to that next level. Give them the time of day. So habit number 3 is let go of your past. Now, I understand this is easier said than done, and that's simply why you just gotta do it, my bro, because over here we try to take the hard stuff and make it look easy. Nah, but seriously, forget about your past, man. This is something I personally struggled with, still do, but I'm learning with you guys, and the only way is through the fire. If you stay back, you're just gonna burn. So just let it go. Habit number 2, which is picking the right partner. Now it's up to you whether you want this to be plural or not, girl or girls, but you got to find the right person or the right people in your life. I'm not one of those guys saying you gotta have a roster, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say it doesn't help, because at the end of the day, women like men who can get other women. I'm not gonna get into why that is, but that's what it is. But we want to notice the red flags. Maybe I'll make a video down the road of some red flags to look out for, but I won't get into it right now because there's just so many. But one red flag I can give you is girls who say things like money isn't important to them. Some girls will say this to keep you in a certain position so they feel like they have some type of control over you. They understand that when you make more money, more doors start opening, new opportunities come, and that honestly makes a lot of women insecure. So they try to prevent you from trying to be more ambitious. And some girls just don't even mean this. They just want to keep you in a certain position because they don't want to see you in that position because, you know, maybe they feel a certain type of way. But the girls who actually do mean this, stay far away from, because those are the girls who gonna be smashing their coworkers at Wendy's because money isn't important, right? You want to find a woman with class and standards. You want to focus on attracting that right person, definitely not chasing. Now, as a man, you will have to approach, but for the most part, you want to have an attractive aura. So how do you do that? Well, for one, you have to work on yourself. So continue to work on your game, work on your style, work on the way you talk, work on your physical fitness. Get over rejection. Not every girl is going to like you, bro, but there are plenty of other girls that will. As long as you stay on your purpose and you make sure to keep this next habit, you's going to be straight. Promise you. So habit number 1 is always put money first. As I stated earlier in the video, money is freedom. Money is I'm in my bag. I ain't finna let this chick just do me any kind of way. I know my value. Money is my boss is treating me like crap. I'm gonna be straight if this goes left. Money is I can travel wherever I want to go, wear whatever I want to wear, do what I want to do. So money is essentially freedom. So you want to make as much as you can. It's funny, you can actually learn a lot from SpongeBob, which is actually one of my favorite cartoon shows. But if you notice, in SpongeBob, Squidward is always upset because he has to work his 9 to 5 that he hates so much. But really his passion is playing the clarinet. If he simply followed his passion, you can see how much happier he'd be. So understand, don't be like Squidward. Follow your passion so you don't hate your life. SpongeBob is a retard who seems to love working his 9 to 5. He's accepted his slavery, and Patrick is pretty much all your same retarded friends keeping you in that same place, which is Bikini Bottom, aka the bottom. You feel me? So even though SpongeBob is a great guy, you want to aim to be more like Mr. Krabs. Although Mr. Krabs does have his flaws too, as I think he cares a little bit too much about money. And as I stated in this video, you want to have all baskets full in order to truly have an enriched life. So yeah, man, those are the 5 habits that will instantly make you feel richer. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and let me know if I should do more videos like this. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace.